Hello, everybody.
6208A.
Good morning, sir.
Your name?
John Leonard.
You're charged with failure to pay $525. If I find you didn't pay and your failure to pay was not without your fault, you could be incarcerated for 10 days. Judge Kirsten sentenced you on August the 14th of this year. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
Did you sign, read, and understand the advice of rights?
Yes.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights. There will be no hearing or trial. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You have the right to a lawyer, and I'll be happy to provide you with one if you want one at public expense. Would you like a lawyer?
I don't think it's necessary. I just wanted to make a payment today.
That's up to you. You waive your right to a lawyer?
I didn't know that. I just wanted to start making payments.
I know. I need to know if you want to. I don't know why you can't come in 4 months later, Mr.
This is why, right here.
Hang on. Let me just slow down. You have to first tell me if you want a lawyer. If you tell me no, I'm going to ask you how you plead. If you plead guilty, I'm going to be reasonable with you. I hope you have a good explanation.
I'll plead guilty to it. Yeah, just.
Do you waive your right to a lawyer?
Correct.
To the charge you failed to pay $525, how do you plead?
Guilty at this point.
Did you fail to pay?
Yes, I did.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No.
All right. Why didn't you pay?
Well, a couple of reasons. One is, first of all, I lost my job because of COVID. So I'm living on Social Security now, which isn't very much. And these are my eviction notices and my shut-off notices right here. I'm below water. So it just,
how much do you have today?
I can start with $50.
Mr. Leonard, Judge Kirsten told you to pay $75 a month starting September 3.
I'm going to let you
listen. I know, but you can't just ignore courts like this.
I've apologized to the court for that.
Just listen. Just listen.
Okay.
Will you do me a favor and listen for a second? We're reasonable here.
Yeah.
I don't want to lock anybody up for failure to pay, but you got to show a little respect. I'm going to give you a payment plan.
Okay.
Next time you're going to come in and talk to me on or before the due date if you don't have the money. I don't care what the reason. I'll give you 49 extensions if we need to.
Okay.
But don't ignore me. Okay?
Okay. Question. Can I mail it?
Yeah, but don't tell me it was lost in the mail.
No.
You can pay it online too. There's a minimal fee of that.
I'm not a computer person. I get paid on the 3rd. Okay. But today
here's what we're going to do. You pay $50 per month.
Okay.
Beginning January the 10th.
Okay.
If you don't have the money, call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll be more than happy to, or you can come up here on or before the due date. I'll be happy to give you an extension.
Okay.
Fair?
No, do I get any
Is that
paperwork?
fair?
Oh, yes, I appreciate that.
I know, but why do I tell people this and they don't come in? I don't get it.
When you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
No. I know, but did you hear what I just said? It isn't a question of not having.
Do I get some kind of paperwork?
Would you please listen?
Case number or something like that?
Would you please listen? I don't understand why people don't take advantage of that. I tell everybody that comes in here, I might miss one out of 213. I don't know. All I got. And I tell them, you don't have the money, come talk to me. It's not that hard.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that in.
All right. My judicial clerk will give you a payment schedule down the hall. You go talk to her.
Okay. Sounds great.
So you know what you're going to pay.
50 on the 10th, starting.
Of every month.
Starting.
On January. First on January 10th.
Great.
Good luck. Sarah Marie Thornton, 248-36684.
Who's on this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning. Officer Guzman and Prokes. It says officer here. Are they out there? Lisa, can you tell me? Oh, Officer Guzman. Yeah, you have to start your video, officer. There you go. Your name, please. Nice tree. Can you? Oh, she's still connecting. What's your name, ma'am?
Mine.
Yes, ma'am.
Sarah Thornton.
Okay, officer, your name?
Officer Guzman, sir.
All right, so this is a charge of improper pass.
Correct.
This was on Carter. So that was turning left from the left side, your ticket says. What do you mean? Was that a center turn lane or what?
No, Your Honor. So Miss Thornton was driving behind another vehicle. There is no turning lanes on Carter Road. However, the vehicle that she was behind was turning left into the dentist's office, and Miss Thornton went on the left side to try and pass her, and ended up striking her vehicle.
All right. Okay. I haven't heard your side. I don't know anything about this other than what's on the ticket. I'm just going to tell you one last.
Judge, we can't hear you. I'm not sure what happened.
Apparently he can't hear them either. This went on quite a while. And then you can read his lips. What happened? He's so cute.
Okay. Can you hear me now, officer?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I'm going to ask you and Ms. Thornton to raise your right hands. You solemnly swear or affirm. I need to see your hand, please. Solemnly swear or affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God, officer.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Thornton?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and tell me what you'd like to say, officer.
Your Honor, this improper passing did cause an accident. However, I would be willing to plead the citation down to impeding traffic.
She doesn't want to do that. And then that's fine. I mean, she was offered that before, I believe. I talked to her about it. She doesn't want to do it. And she understands the conviction will enter and points will be assessed by the Secretary of State if she loses. So you can just start. She doesn't want to do that, right? Right?
Correct.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, Your Honor, I do not want to dismiss the ticket. This did cause an accident. Thankfully, there was no injuries or anything larger than that. So I wouldn't be willing to dismiss the ticket.
No. I don't think I'm not asking you to dismiss. Just tell me what happened. What direction were they both going?
They were both heading, they were both heading south on Carter.
Okay. And then what happened? You weren't there, right?
I wasn't there to witness it, no. Based off the witness statement and
Tell me what happened. You gotta, is this your first time testifying?
it is, yes. I'm still training, so I'm very new to this. I apologize.
That's fine. So am I in a lot of ways. So you go ahead and tell me from the beginning what happened. You're dispatched, and then what happened? Which witnesses did you speak to? What did they tell you?
Yes, sir. So I was dispatched to Carter Road. I got there. I spoke with, let me see, I have my report right here, if that's okay.
Take your time.
I spoke with Jacqueline.
Hearsay is admissible in an informal hearing. Go ahead.
Okay. Yep. So I spoke with Jacqueline. This is the individual that Miss Thornton struck. Spoke with her.
Jacqueline who?
Jacqueline Matthias.
Okay.
Yep. So
what did she tell you?
Jacqueline told me that she was turning left into the dentist's office. She did use her turn signal. And Miss Thornton proceeded to pass her on the left side, opposed to the right side, and struck her vehicle.
So she crossed, I'm sorry, Ms. Thornton, you said was traveling southbound. I'm sorry, Jacqueline was traveling southbound on Carter. Is that true?
I'm sorry, Your Honor. She was traveling west. I apologize. She was traveling west. Correct. On Carter Road.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. And Ms. Thornton, Jacqueline, and how do you spell the last name? Messiah?
It is Mathias.
Oh, Matthias. Okay. My apologies. So Ms. Matthias is traveling westbound. Ms. Thornton's behind her. There's an impact that occurs in what? The eastbound lane of Carter Road?
Correct.
And Ms. Matthias tells you that she is traveling. She turns her turn signal on. She's making a left into the dentist office. And then what?
And then Miss Thornton went to pass her from the left side.
Where was the damage, primary damage? Where was the impact? Can you tell me?
Yes, Your Honor. The primary impact was, let me see here. Show the back right side. It was on the back right side of the vehicle. So on the passenger tail
The
light.
back right side of the vehicle?
Correct.
I'm talking about on Ms. Matthias's vehicle.
Mhm.
Is it, maybe it was, I don't know. I'm
Yeah,
just
correct, Your
asking.
Honor. Yep. Mhm. On the passenger
That was
tail
my
light
vehicle.
side.
What was your vehicle?
She hit my back tire.
Why aren't you responsible for this?
Because she was in the loading zone lane up against the curb.
Let me see your photos. You said you
Carter
have
Road
photos.
is 3 lanes.
I thought I was just told, am I wrong? Didn't you say that there was no turn lane? Is there
There
not
is
just
not.
one eastbound?
Correct.
Is
No
there
lane.
not just one eastbound and one westbound lane there?
That's all there is, but it
No.
isn't marked. There is no turn lane on Carter Road.
There's a turn lane at the light.
Hang on one second.
Yep.
Okay, so there's curb lanes, but there isn't. So tell me what happened.
So she pulled over to the curb. She had no turn signal on. I was in
She
the
pulled
lane
over to the curb
to the right, to the curb. So,
on the west side of the road.
correct. I stayed in the lane if you're going straight, or if she needed to make a left, she should have been in the lane I was in. So when she pulled over to the right, I proceeded to go straight, which is the lane that I was in. The way the police report shows that I was in the other opposite lane where traffic goes the opposite way. And that is not true.
Did you determine who else did you talk to there?
I spoke with Miss Thornton briefly and Jacqueline. There was also another witness on scene. However, we did not obtain his information.
What did Ms. Thornton tell you?
I spoke with Miss Thornton after I issued the citation. My partner, Officer Prokes, who isn't present at this moment, he spoke with Miss Thornton. He told me that he got the same story that I did.
Can I say something? That's not true. She's the one that interviewed me.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
And I'm
watched
on
my
her body
earlier.
cam.
I watched the body cam.
I'm on
earlier.
her body cam.
Hang on. How fast were you traveling, do you think, at the
20
time?
miles an
Let me
hour.
finish my question.
Yep,
How fast were you traveling at the time of the impact?
about 20 miles an
All
hour.
right. So were you following her for Ms. Matthias for a time while you were traveling westbound?
Correct. And
Hang on. I'm going to
Okay.
just ask some
Sorry.
questions. How far were you traveling behind her? Let's start with that.
Well, I wasn't traveling behind her directly because when I made a left onto Carter from Allen Road, she was already previously, ahead of me.
How far? How far when you turned on Carter Road, do you think her vehicle was ahead of you?
I'm going to say 4 or 5 car lengths.
Okay. So then how far did you remain 4 car lengths behind her for any length of time? Or not?
I can't say. I don't recall that. All I know is she pulled over to the right, stopped. I proceeded to
Wait a minute,
continue.
wait. I
Okay.
just want you to answer my questions.
Yep.
When you're traveling westbound on Carter, did it get to the point where you were just a couple of car lengths behind her or not?
Probably I was going alongside of her, going straight. And then all of a sudden, after I'm already almost.
Did she
all the
pull
way-
over to the curb?
She did.
Did she stop?
Yes,
How long?
probably 25 seconds, maybe. I was already 3/4 past her. And all of a sudden I get
Hang on.
kaboom, she hit my back tire.
Hang on. So you tell me she pulled over to the curb lane for 25 seconds?
No, it was probably, I don't know exactly how many
Well,
seconds.
I want you to
it
think
was.
about it. This is important. How long do you think that she pulled over onto the curb lane?
I'm gonna say 15 seconds. Probably.
15 seconds.
Mhm.
All right, I want you to stop a second. Okay, I just want to make sure because I'm going to start this right now, the beginning of 15 seconds, okay?
Mhm.
So she's pulled over. From the time I started talking right now is about 15 seconds.
Correct,
Are you telling me she was pulled over to the curb lane for that long?
correct.
And how far were you behind her when she when she pulled over to the curb lane?
Probably 3 car lengths.
Okay. So you're saying she pulled over,
Correct.
she was there for 15 seconds.
Roughly. Didn't move. And I just said, okay, she's pulling over right before the sign that says loading zone
Did she have
only.
any turn signals on?
She did not, because
there
I
a-
would have stopped.
Is there a no loading zone sign there?
There's a loading zone. sign.
Loading zone. Do you know where that is, Officer Guzman?
No, Your Honor, I'm not familiar with that sign.
And what did Officer Prokes tell you that Ms. Thornton stated? I know she said that you talked to her, not Officer Prokes. You're insisting that Officer Prokes did.
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you know what did he indicate in his report?
I actually did the report for it. He stated that Miss Thornton told him that Jacqueline pulled over to the side, so she went to pass him. I'm sorry, she went to pass her. So Miss Thornton stated that Jacqueline pulled over to the side on the right. She went to pass her on the left. She believed that Jacqueline was parking there, I want to say, and
Any
then she went
evidence
to pass
that
her.
the impact occurred? Any evidence that the impact occurred in the east lane of Carter Road?
Just where the damage is on the vehicle, sir.
And again, your report indicates that that was on the right side where?
My report indicates that Miss Thornton has damage on her right taillight. I have a diagram printed here, and Jacqueline has damage on her driver's side, front light. Or headlight.
Mhm.
Was she turning?
No. Mm-mm.
She did not turn.
No, when I have photos in my phone of my car.
Yeah, I kind of lost him here. Let me see, Johnny. Why don't you get that back for me, please?
Which ones do you want? The road photos or my car?
They're all on the same slides,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
just give that back to him and I'll slide him through.
Okay, let me, because I went on vacation, so I have vacation photos in here before my car photos.
Well, that's good. I want to go back and ask you one more question, officer.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Listen to this. First time as an officer testifying, you're getting grilled, right?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any evidence? Do you? Well, let me take a quick peek at these. The victim is not here, right? You don't have the victim here. I'm not saying you should necessarily. I mean, I always think it's advisable in case this type of he said, she said testimony comes out, but you don't have to. It's still admissible testimony. What did the victim tell you? They said the same thing, right? That they were traveling westbound on Carter, turned signal on, turned left we're turning left into the dentist office.
Correct. Yep. She was going to the dentist, turned left, and Miss Thornton went to pass her on the left.
Is there anything else that you can tell me that would lead me to conclude where the actual impact of the vehicles happened? I'm not talking about on the vehicle. I'm talking about on which side of the roadway.
Can you state that one more time, please, sir?
Yeah. Was there any debris on the eastbound Carter Road?
There was not, no.
All right. Anything else you'd like to tell me?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Anything else you'd like to tell me?
No.
Ms. Officer, I don't want you to leave here thinking you did a bad job. You did not do a bad job. In the future, I'd bring the victim. Do you have the burden of proof? I can't tell. This doesn't necessarily sound like an improper passing case. It sounds like maybe, just maybe, the victim didn't know where they were going and pulled over to the side and then decided to pull forward. And maybe Ms. Thornton was or wasn't impatient But the fact is you have to prove the case, but do not think you did one thing wrong here. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
You didn't do anything wrong, except maybe next time, especially when they've gone through department rep and they say they want to proceed to the hearing, you might want to bring, you might want to ask the victim to appear, and they can appear by Zoom. I'm going to go ahead and find you not responsible, Ms. Thornton. Take your
appreciate
phone.
that.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Be safe, be well, sleep sweet, and much love.